Today I'm going to teach you about making hot chocolate at a molecular level. When making hot chocolate, you want to start with warm or hot water or milk. For this experiment, I have already measured 1 cup of heated water and 1 cup of cold water in a clear glass so you can see the solute and solvent become a solution at different speeds. I'm using 2 tablespoons of hot cocoa mixed per glass. My assistant will now mix the hot chocolate. A solution takes on the characteristics of the solvent. Thus, when dissolving hot chocolate, you will see the powder turn into or dissolve into the water. The reason you want to start with a warm liquid is because when you're getting the solute to dissolve, it helps if the solvent is warm. After you have heated your liquid, you'll want to add the powdered hot chocolate mix. You want the solvent warm because when you have heated atoms or molecules at a higher temperature and you add cooling atoms and molecules at a lower temperature, you will get conduction. When using cold water, conduction takes longer. Conduction is when hot and or faster moving atoms mix with slower moving or cool atoms and even each other out in temperature and speed. The hotter a solvent is, the faster the atoms are moving, thus creating kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the amount of energy put out by the molecules when in motion. Heat is not the only factor when discussing the ability of hot chocolate to dissolve in warm water. Polarity or stickiness also has something to do with it. If something is polar, it will mix with other polar things. If something is nonpolar, it will not mix or stick with something that is polar. Thus, when the hot cocoa powder dissolves in the hot water, it sticks together because they are both polar. In addition, only so much powder will dissolve into the water because eventually the water will run out of space and stop letting new molecules into it. So the more concentrated the water is, the more hot cocoa powder is being dissolved into it. If the cocoa was too big in molecule size or the wrong shape, the water would not allow the cocoa to dissolve into it because it would not have enough room to permit it. When all of this comes together, you will have a big, delicious cup of hot cocoa.
Yummy.